The error of karma represents the basis of the superstitious belief in reincarnation. According to the philosophy of karma, whatever someone has done in the past, that is what they will experience in the future. According to this warped belief, human beings constantly return to the earth and experience the consequences of their deeds in their previous life or in their next one. Someone who believes in reincarnation believes that their present life depends on their behavior and morals in his or her supposed previous life. According to this belief, someone who is wealthy or successful in this life is being rewarded by wealth in this life for having been a good person in his or her previous life. In the same way, someone who is poor, handicapped, or unsuccessful was allegedly a bad person in their previous life, and is thus being punished for that. Indeed, according to this superstitious claim, a person can even come back as a plant or an animal, depending on the evil they have committed. According to the irrational and illogical philosophy of karma, evil deeds committed throughout one's life lead to bad karma. This leads to the individual having an inferior body in his or her next life. Similarly, good behavior leads to good karma, which will result in that person having a superior body in their next life. According to the nonsensical belief in reincarnation, the person will eventually come back in the highest bodily form, that of a monk, and that individual's supposed wheel of life thus comes to an end. And it is believed that this person has now attained nirvana. This, according to the superstitious belief in karma, is the greatest happiness the soul can attain. One of the main quandaries facing those caught up in the superstitious belief in karma is the question of under whose control this mythical process takes place. In other words, what is the force that decides whether a person is good or bad? Or in what form will he supposedly return to life? The answers to these questions reveal that the idea of karma is hollow nonsense because, according to its adherents, the process is a totally uncontrolled one. The fact is, though, that belief in karma, which offers people a dark, imaginary world, is completely mistaken. It is obvious that belief in karma and reincarnation, briefly summarized here, consists of irrational nonsense. Those caught up in the idea of karma imagine that death is merely a passage to a new life. It is for this reason that they deny the life of the hereafter. Yet, this is nothing more than self-deception. Everyone will die, everyone will be called to account, and everyone will be rewarded in a just manner for all of his or her past deeds. Death is the end of the transitory and brief life of this world. Death is the beginning of the eternal life of the hereafter. This certain fact is revealed as follows in the Quran. I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan. Every self will taste death. You will be paid your wages in full on the day of resurrection. Anyone who is distanced from the fire and admitted to the garden has triumphed. The life of this world is just the enjoyment of delusion. Another verse from the Quran says, I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan. Say, death from which you are fleeing will certainly catch up with you. Then you will be returned to the knower of the unseen and the visible, and he will inform you about what you did.